Hello and welcome to Wanderland and welcome back to London. We are going to start a first of our spring afternoon taste here in the Borough Market right here in London at a restaurant called Roast. So come along with me down the rabbit hole and we'll experience it together. Hello, it looks like we made it down the rabbit hole together and we're going to have a lovely Easter themed afternoon tea here at Roast. This is such a beautiful, beautiful restaurant. I can't believe it. Looking around, I see beautiful flowers from the ceilings. Everything, it looks like it's an outdoor, indoor type situation. They've got beautiful green and white striped, kind of like outdoor furniture up here, but it's so classy. Beautiful white tablecloths, and it is just glorious. And I will tell you, it smells amazing in here. I know that's probably for the lunch service, not for the afternoon tea, but boy, it looks great in here. I was able to make my reservations at afternoonteas.co.uk, and that's where I found out also about this lovely special tea for Easter. You can also do it straight on the Roast website, and I'll make sure to leave both links down below in the descriptions. The closest tube station to get here is going to be London Bridge, and that is going to be on the Waterloo line, and it takes just a few moments to get here. It's situated right in Borough Market, right above everything. As I look around, you can see all the shoppers and all the hustle and bustle of the food market. It's really exciting up here. Yeah, it's a great place to view things without having to be in the craziness. The prices here are £45 per person if you just want a regular afternoon tea. If you would like to have a glass of champagne with it or a cocktail, it's going to be £49 a person. And if you want to be naughty like I am, you can go for the bottomless prosecco for £65 a person. Cheers. Not bad. And you get 2 hours worth of bottomless prosecco with it. Something very, very important that I learned while reading all of the T's and C's of the website. If you have any dietary restrictions, or if you're a vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, anything like that, make sure you let the restaurant know at least 48 hours in advance. If you do not do that and you just show up and say, hey, this is what's going on, they're going to charge you, I believe, £10 a person, 10 or 15 pounds a person to make these changes on the day of. So make sure you give them a call or send them an email, and then they will know and you'll be taken care of. The restaurant is actually located in the upper floor of the old Floral Hall up in Borough Market, and it's the oldest fruit and vegetable market here in London. You can have your afternoon teas from Monday through Saturday from 11:45 to 5:30 p.m. And there is no afternoon teas at all served during December. I was sat very quickly as soon as I arrived and made myself known to the hostess. She sat me right away to a lovely area right in the middle of the restaurant. So that was very nice. It looks like people are rather casual. There are some children in here. And just regular diners. There's 1, 2, 3 other tables that are having afternoon tea along with me. And behind me, I believe, is where they're going to be seating all of their lunch patrons. So yes, I believe you make your reservation, you come how you want to come, and enjoy yourself. I'm going to go through the afternoon tea menu for Easter, and I was told that it is not a bottomless situation, so you do not get refills on your sandwiches or anything like that. But I'm sure there's going to be plenty here for this Easter afternoon tea. So let's start it. It looks like we have, for savory selection, we have a roast signature pork and sage Scotch egg, a braised beef croquettes with horseradish emulsion and mustard cress. We have a pork sausage roll with red pepper pesto. We have, for sandwiches, a bridge roll with pulled pork, apple puree, and a pea shoot. We have smoked salmon, cream cheese, lemon and dill on a Nordic seeded bread. And then the last one is roast beef, horseradish, and rocket on Swiss lateral. Then, of course, we are going to have our scones with homemade raspberry jam and clotted cream. And then for our desserts, we'll have a cheesecake with strawberry gel, Solera jelly, and strawberry white chocolate. Carrot cake pot with white chocolate monte, fresh berries, marinated lime and honey, and a cocoa crumble, and a shoe bun rather, with custard mousse, chocolate ganache, and popping candy. And then we're going to round it out with, that's it, because the next thing was scones once again. So it sounds like a lovely menu here for Easter. I saw the pictures, and I'll show you right here how beautiful the tea looks, and I'm hoping that it's exactly what it's going to be. Like I said before, I'm going for the prosecco, the bottomless prosecco today. You get 2 hours worth of bottomless prosecco. And like I always tell you guys, make sure you set a timer on your watch or your phone. That's what I do. So I've been here for a little while, and I have my timer that started. So we'll make sure that we are able to enjoy the whole 2 hours. You know, I haven't even wished you guys happy spring yet. It is finally spring here, and it is still a rainy day here in London, but it doesn't matter. I thought I would push the boat out a little bit, and I put my rabbit dress on today, and I'll show you a piece of that fabric right now. But yes, I'm so happy that we're going to be looking forward to warmer weather soon. It is really a great time to be here. Looking around at my other diners and their tea towers, it really looks adorable. The afternoon tea setup here at the roast is going to be fabulous, I can tell. I just put in my order for my afternoon tea, and he did ask if I had any allergies or any dietary requirements, and I said no. And then I also put in my hot tea order, and because it is supposed to be a beautiful warm spring day, I decided to have passion fruit and orange. That sounds nice. It says a fruit infusion with passion fruit, orange, rosehip, hibiscus, and apple, delivering full tropical flavors. Because by golly, I'm ready for a little bit of sun. How about you? The Borough Market is an amazing place to come here for lovely fresh food and vegetables. It is such a fun place just to meander around and to try samples. There's always samples of different kinds of cheeses and meats and things. There's huge seafood areas, a beautiful fruit and vegetable area, and as well as lots of street food. It is such a fun place to come. But right now, I believe it's Easter break, so there's a ton of people. It usually is always crowded. The Borough Market is definitely a place you need to visit when you come here to London. I love it here. I was just presented with my tea tower, and I will tell you, I am so thrilled. It is as beautiful as I thought it was going to be, and as beautiful as the pictures that I saw on the internet are, and I cannot wait to show you. This is like the best Easter afternoon tea ever. So let's get this afternoon tea started. We're gonna start this off with our savory selection and a pork sausage roll with red pepper pesto. I'll show it to you. It's huge. There's no way I'm gonna finish this. But look at that. Look at beautiful crumbly crust. I cannot wait to see this. So it looks like the sausage is right here, but around it is that red pepper pesto. So a little elevated sausage roll. I'm looking forward to it. I'll let you know how it is. After that first bite, I knew I am glad that it's not a bottomless afternoon tea where I can get as many sandwiches and stuff as I want. That sausage was so dense and thick and intelligent, if that makes sense. It was a very upscale sausage. It tasted lots of pepper in it. It was so savory. I'm not really versed in my sausage talk, but I'll tell you, that was a good sausage. The pastry around it was very crumbly, and it was a warm item. At the bottom of the pastry, there was some English mustard on it. I was told it was piccalilli, but it's not. It is definitely English mustard, which makes it alive in your mouth. Yeah, it's probably one of the best sausage rolls I've ever had. It was not made by the neighborhood guy. It was made by Roast the Restaurant. They know what they're doing with their sausage rolls. I'm so pleased with that. And I just got some more rabbit juice, so cheers. So my next item is a braised beef croquette. Right here, nice and warm, and it has a horseradish emulsion sauce to it as well. That is what this light yellow bit is. And it's also on the bottom of it, and I noticed on my sausage roll, it was on there too. It was not English mustard, it was horseradish emulsion. So this braised beef croquette, it was pulled beef with a little bit of kind of a smoky kind of flavor, but then you've got that horseradish going on, and then because of the croquette, it's been formed into a ball, and then it's been fried, I believe. It was warm and beautiful. You bit into it. There's a bit of a crunch from the outer edge, but when you got in the inside, it was so delicious. I can't even believe it. There's a little bit of mustard crust, which elevated it more in your mouth. Yeah. Wow. I feel because where Roast is located, in a food market, they have the best of fresh produce and meats and everything right here at their disposal. You can taste that in this afternoon tea. It is an explosion in your palate. It is absolutely beautiful. What I have for the last of my savory options, my warm options, is Roast the Restaurant's signature, I can't say that word today, pork and sage Scotch egg. Look at this. Oh my gosh. This is something that I love. I love a good Scotch egg. It's a boiled egg, and it has sausage around it. Then it has breadcrumbs, and it's been deep fried. It's gorgeous. I love it. And especially if it has a little bit of a runny yolk, which I have right here. Let me show you this yolk. This is from a happy, happy, happy chicken. Look at that. The Scotch egg was everything I've ever wanted in a Scotch egg. It was beautiful. The sausage around it, once again, was so delightful. Very dense, very flavorful, a lot of seasonings in there. The egg yolk was runny, and it was orange, and the outside was just crispy. It was a glorious Scotch egg. So I'm starting on my sandwich portion, and now I have a bridge roll with pulled pork, apple puree, and what is this, a pea shoot? Look at that. It looks lovely. I tell you, this little bridge roll is so soft and squishy. It looks fabulous. Oh my word, with pulled pork. How could you go wrong? I just tried my pulled pork bridge roll. Now, it was really nice. The bridge roll itself, it was very, very soft. The pulled pork was gorgeous. It just flooded into my mouth. You could tell that with the hit of the apple puree, but there needed to be something more. It's either maybe a thinly sliced bit of onion, that would be really nice, or maybe even some salt and pepper. It was a little bit bland, but I'll tell you, the meat inside of it was glorious. It just needed a little more oomph for my flavor palette. We're gonna finally get to a finger sandwich here. It is roast beef, horseradish, and rocket on Swiss lateral bread, I guess. Kind of a brown bread. It's been sitting here for a while because I've been chatting with you, but it looks beautiful. Look at how much roast beef is in here. It looks very, very generous. So I'm gonna try this out for you. The horseradish was mild, but you knew it was there. The roast beef was so tender that your teeth can go through it. There was a lot of roast beef in it. It was beautiful. The bread was perfect. And you know what? I'm gonna go back on the record and say, please try these unique places for afternoon tea. You can go to the fancy places that you all know by heart, that you've seen lots of vlogs about, but please, if you have more time to spend in London, come to the lesser known afternoon teas that I've shown you these last, since January at least. You know, they are so amazing. I mean, they have flavor punch. It's more casual. It's just nice. I can imagine, you know, you want to have the quintessential London afternoon tea experience, but my goodness, there's so many different kinds of afternoon tea you can try, and boy, I want to show them to you. Alas, we're at our last savory delight. We're going to have smoked salmon, dill, and cream cheese on, what is this, Nordic seeded bread with a little bit of lemon. It looks beautiful. This had a ton of smoked salmon, and it was a lightly smoked, well, maybe even a medium smoke. It wasn't like, I have no smoke, but it had a bit of smoke. And the dill, that fresh herb of dill, just, ooh, when you bit into it, it was beautiful. So that was the perfect way to end the savory delights here at Roast. And now I'm looking forward to halftime. I wanted to show you my scone. It's massive. Look at it. I mean, look at this. I don't know what's going on with my gimbal, but here it is. So, yes, it's big. It's very big. It's rather beautifully brown. It's kind of crunchy. It has a little bit of powdered sugar on top, and it looks lovely. So what I have with it is raspberry jam and clotted cream. So I look forward to trying this out. My passion fruit orange tea is lovely. It is beautifully pink and very nice and warm. Cheers to rice. So the scone was lighter than air. The clotted cream was actually very light too. The raspberry jam was the highlight of the whole experience. It was beautiful. So now I'm going to try my dessert. So I believe I'm going to do the the shoe bun first. So I'll show this to you. It looks like this. Very beautiful. Okay, this is a shoe bun. It has custard mousse, chocolate ganache, and beautiful vanilla custard. That is an amazing dessert. Incorrect on so many levels, but beautiful. Yeah, you will not be disappointed with this show bun. Definitely. So this is the reason that made me come to roast for my Easter afternoon tea. It's this lovely little pot. I love it. The cutest little Easter tree ever. Definitely, yes, I ended on a high note. Look at this lovely little pot. So I've heard that it's perfect. You did a great job, Roast. Thank you for this afternoon tea. I wanted to give a shout out to Luca. I believe he's the manager, and he's been taking such great care of me. I don't know where my waiter went, but you know what? Luca is on the ball, and he is doing it all. So, if you come up here to roast, make sure you look out for Luca, because he is awesome. I'm going on record saying this has probably been one of my favorite afternoon teas here in London. I believe all year round, it's going to be fabulous. The waitstaff, the food, the atmosphere, everything has been perfect. Even the price point, very reasonable for what I got. So, if you want a nice afternoon tea in a touristy area, they take care of you and everything is lovely. Please come here to roast. I do not think you'll be disappointed. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.